One more setting. And one more piece of the unique is operational.
One down, 1 million to go. Speaking of which, boss, I found exactly none of the parts you wanted. A whole day at the junk pile, and all I turn up are a locker and some stupid conduits. Maybe next time. Boss, are you sure you got those settings right?
That came from down in engineering. Let's go. There's no time for that. There's no time. The blast came from engineering, not the deck. There's no time for that.
Autopilot jumping.
There's no time for that.
Walking to Stargate. Warp drive active.
Boss?
Crispin, get behind me. Who are you and what do you want?
Power.
I think he wants the power core, boss.
Stop right there. This ship belongs to me.
Forfeit. Enemy. Plunder.
I don't think he's too keen on private property.
Get away from the power core.
Forfeit.
Autopilot jumping.
Boss? Boss?
Walking to
Horatio?
Stargate.
Come on, Horatio, wake up!
Warp drive active.
Ugh.
Whew, you're okay.
What happened?
Well, Big Ugly threw you out of the ship. And then he said plunder, again. And then he left with our power core.
Basad.
Yep,
How much charge have you got?
10%. You?
I'll be fine. We just need to get the emergency generator up and running. I told you it needed to be repaired.
Or we could just go to Metropole, city of glass and light. Free energy for one and all.
Stargate.
Don't believe everything you hear. Metropole is trouble. But if you want to go, you've got free will in a maglev unit.
With that guilt subroutine you put in me, I wouldn't even make it halfway.
Actually, with a 10% charge, you wouldn't even get that far. So I suggest we get the generator working.
You and your projects.
Man built us to build, Crispin. Now, come on. I must have dropped the data pouch when I was thrown out of the unique. Assad, its memory got wiped. Easy enough to add the good old junk pile's coordinates back in, though.
Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
I can't pick that up. I can't move this without some kind of crane, which I certainly don't have time to build now. Nothing worth salvaging.
Is that a gumball machine?
No, it's a robot's head.
I wanted a gumball.
Approaching Stargate.
It's a segment of Gordium electrical conduit. I can't just scoop it up. There's supposed to be a power-bearing conduit between this socket and the ship, but I never got around to putting one together.
Now who's the procrastinator?
Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
I'll need at least 5 pieces to be able to build a conduit long enough to run the generator to the unique. Crispin, when I told you to find a new spark plug, did you just shove my conductive putty into the old one?
Maybe.
No wonder the generator isn't working. At least the putty is still good. It's not going to do anything until the generator's fixed.
Approaching
A sturdy
Stargate.
cable. It's the Unique's tag. Without it, I'd have never known the ship's name.
Apparently, building a giant airship doesn't require proper spelling.
Apparently not.
Autopilot topping.
It's a data cable on a power cable. That's never going to work.
Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
More Gordium conduit. There's no way I can reach that. The hatch is unresponsive. This is no time for sitting around.
Approaching Stargate.
Without power from the ship, the telescope won't work.
Bad timing with those repairs, huh, boss?
It's too dark to see the ladder rungs.
Autopilot topping.
I can't pick that up. I can't move this without some kind of crane, which I certainly don't have time to build now.
Stargate. Warp drive active.
You know, boss, if you're ever wondering what I would do, feel free to just ask.
I'll keep that in mind. The generator is missing a spark plug. There's supposed to be a power-bearing conduit between this socket and the ship, but I never got around to putting one together. I'll need at least 5 pieces to be able to build a conduit long enough to run the generator to the unique.
Autopilot topping.
I've tried patching this a dozen different ways without success. I can't just scoop it up.
Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
Only a little sliver left before the moon wanes entirely.
Well, I'm glad we're not the only ones running out of power.
Approaching Stargate.
I can't see anything to do with it. It's locked tight. It's 3 pieces of Gordium conduit. Unfortunately, one of them is completely corroded and worthless. There's a piece of Gordium conduit way back there. It's just scrap. I can't see anything to do with it. It's just scrap. There's nothing worth bothering with. I can't reach the conduit. There's a piece of Gordium conduit way back there.
Hey, boss, what about trying to open that lockbox I found earlier today? Maybe someone buried treasure in it.
Still locked. There's a piece of Gordium conduit way back there. I picked it clean years ago. Crispin Horatio built, version 1. There'll be version 2 once I put some arms on him. He's my best and only friend.
I'll make you a deal. I'll solve our problems if you'll build me arms. Could you please stop bothering me? I'm trying to finish this level of Zgrid.
What?
You know, that puzzle game you installed on me when you built me.
But
Look, you have your puzzles, I have mine. What would man do, boss?
Autopilot jumping.
Crispin, can you go in there and get that piece of conduit?
That would have been a lot easier with hands, boss.
Warp drive active.
Yep, that's the one I found. Boss, just think of all the brothers and sisters you could make for me from all that junk.
One of you is more than enough.
Approaching Stargate.
It won't work until they're locked together. Five segments of Gordium conduit. 5 segments of Gordium conduit.
Autopilot jumping. Warping to Stargate.
The data pouch is registered to me.
Approaching Stargate.
All it would do is gum them up, not hold them together. All it would do is gum them up, not hold them together.
Autopilot jumping. Autopilot disabled. Reached.
Strange clouds, huh, boss?
It's too dark to see the ladder rungs.
Strange clouds, huh, boss?
There's no way I can reach that. Could you grab that lantern?
Sure thing, boss.
You know, I always wanted to be able to fly. That's why I built you with a maglev unit.
Not so that you could store tools on hard-to-reach ledges?
Well, that too. A reliable electric lantern that I cobbled together years ago. It's too dark to see the ladder rungs.